The period following 1971's Surf's Up was marked by an overwhelming sense of uncertainty for the boys. While the album provided them a newfound respect in the rock press, it had once again failed to produce a hit single and bring the Beach Boys back to the top of the charts. Sure, it was their highest charting US album since 1967's Wild Honey,
peaking at 29 on Billboard.
but these numbers were still not anywhere near the heights the band reached in the early to mid-60s. Ever since the abandoning of 1967's record Smile, Brian Wilson was becoming more and more of a minor character in the development of the group's sound. This would lead to a big switch, one where two new band members would be added, Blondie Chaplin and Ricky Fataar, as well as the departure of longtime Beach Boy Bruce Johnston, which was due to personal reasons that seemed to be 100% amicable. With no clear head honcho running the show, a leadership vacuum would form, leading to a lack of a North Star within the group. All of this might make you think that Carl and the Passions would be a complete dud, but no, not at all. A monumentally underrated Beach Boys album that, dare I say, is a masterpiece. Carl and the Passions' So Tough does a sensational job of balancing out all of the amazing songwriters in the band at this time. Of the record's 8 tracks, 5 are undeniably euphoric. The aggressive rocker You Need a Mess of Help to Stand Alone shows an anger from the angelic voice of Carl Wilson that we wouldn't hear before or after. The funky as fuck Here She Comes has one of the best bass lines of the 70s, full stop. Oh, and great vocals too. The vintage-sounding Marcella that has all of the incredible melodies and harmonies that come along with the best of the best Beach Boys hits. I suppose it makes sense though, as the origins of this track go all the way back to the Beach Boys today. The transcendent All This Is That, easily the most beautiful track by the boys that wasn't in some way, shape, or form helped by the writing of Brian Wilson. Lastly, there is Cuddle Up, a tune that has to be in the top 5 Dennis Wilson songs for a Beach Boys record. Epic, vulnerable, and emotionally devastating. The other 3 tracks, He Come Down, Hold On Dear Brother, and Make It Good, are great as well. A tier lower, but still infectious and well written. With that being said, I do understand why Carl and the Passions is so often overlooked. A quarter of the songs have lead vocals by Blondie Chaplin, a man whose voice and musical leanings don't scream Beach Boys. It's also a much more classic rock sounding album than it is a Beach Boys sounding album. Harmonies not as complex, lyrics more inspired by Americana than The Beach, and minimal Brian Wilson, appearing on only 3 of the album's tracks. Lastly, it follows up the back-to-back masterpieces that are Sunflower and Surf's Up, and is followed by the incredibly impressive Holland, that modern critics and music lovers have grown to love more and more with each passing year. With all that being said, and I say this with a complete understanding that the 87 people who end up watching this video will lose their shit in the comments over this, but I'm gonna say it. This album is better than Holland. Not by much. I'd prefer the more upbeat Americana vibes that Carl and the Passions radiates. No song on Holland is better than All This Is That and Marcella. If you think so, you're wrong. Sorry, that's how life works. If you think so, you're wrong. Give So Tough another listen, and try to go into it expecting not another Beach Boys album, but rather a classic 70s soft rock record. Expand the mind, and you will find so much to be passionate about.